This is Suspenders Unbuttoned, a podcast where friends talk with friends about TV, movies, and books.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Suspenders Unbuttoned podcast. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Julie. And today we're excited to have Kelly, Kruger Brooks, and Darin Brooks with us together. Welcome.
Hey, everyone.
Hi, everybody. How you doing?
Oh, I see Sheila's in the comments already. Hi, Sheila. Thank you for being here. We have you here mostly for The Art of Christmas, which is coming out on a new date, December 9th on Great American Family. We just got to talk with Brigitte and Andrew the other day, who star in it and directed it. So that was a lot of fun, and we're really excited to talk to you as well.
Yeah, we're excited to be here. Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
This is super fun. So The Art of Christmas once again has a new date, Friday, December 9th. It's like a roving date. We're gonna put it down here.
It's gonna be one of those dates. We know it's gonna be in the general vicinity of December.
Tune in to JC every day, and at some point you'll see us.
Yeah.
And it's like their whole calendar is a little bit roving, and so which is fun. You know, just turn it on. There'll be a Christmas movie, but we want to see your movie in particular. But Andrew did tell us to watch that he's not 100% sure it's going to stay there. So,
right.
I'm like, okay, that's the 9th is like not that many days away, a week from Friday. So, you know, but that's exciting. So The Art of Christmas, can you tell us a little bit about this movie and about your characters in it?
It's a really, really sweet, everything you'd expect from a feel-good Christmas movie. You've got love story, you've got kids. We even have a corgi pop in for a brief moment.
Yes.
And it's just a really sweet story about really the big decisions in life and, you know, what's really important. And it has a really sweet message. And Brigitte is so beautiful in it, and Joe as well. And of course, Andrew is, you know, my favorite director to work with. This is my third movie with him. So if there was anyone that I was going to have my first postpartum movie be with, it's Andrew and Brigitte, with Andrew directing.
Yeah. You've done 3 movies for him, right?
Yeah.
You did The Corgi Christmas. You did
Friend
Friend of Fiance.
Mm-hmm.
I keep forgetting it's really called BFF Bride or something, right?
Mm-hmm. We still call it BFF.
Yeah, it's just in our brain, you know, that way. But yeah, so she's worked with them several times before, and it kind of just came up, and we read the script, and it was great. It was fun.
It's a really fans are gonna love it. It really truly is everything that we love about Christmas movies. You have every element in there without giving away too much of the story, but it's a beautiful love story between Brigitte's character and Joe Talon's character.
Yeah.
And
we play the best friends.
We play the best friends, and we may or may not fall in love as well.
Maybe 2 love storylines.
Whoa. Not the side friend story. Which that's super fun. And Random Corgi, because it's an Andrew and Brigitte movie, there should be a random corgi in all.
It's a must. It's just a little Easter egg in there, you know, just call back to all the fans who love those movies.
It's actually in my contract now. Every film I do, we need a corgi.
Must be a corgi puppy. It's my rider. Some people have things in their trailer. I require a corgi puppy.
Good Soldier Films over there just commented. We know they're a big part of the production and everything too.
Right. Yeah, that's probably Andrew right there. Yeah,
even Darin.
You look beautiful, even Darin, trying to decide who's actually writing those comments, right?
There he is.
Which one of them is writing that comment?
Yeah.
It's Andrew.
And Lillian saying best friends falling in love. Yep. And by the way, that's really what happened in real life with us. So, because we were best friends. We're not best friends in the movie. We are the best friends. I'm Brigitte's character's best friend.
Joe's. I'm Reggie. I'm the crazy best friend.
Okay, there's always one crazy best friend, right?
It has to be.
Yeah.
Right?
Plus, isn't that fun to play the crazy best friend?
Oh yeah, and Andrew and Brigitte were so great. They were just like, just do whatever you want, and I was like, are you sure? Because I will do that. They were like, just keep it tame because it's Christmas holiday family movie, and I was like, okay, I could do that. But yeah, we had a blast, and just I did a lot of playing and ad-libbing and stuff like that. They were really great at just kind of letting me roll with it, and Andrew was always just like, dude, that's great. Just keep going, do it again, just do something different and whatever. And I was like, okay, cool. So we had a blast. It was so much fun. We laughed the entire time.
And this was Darin's first time working with all of them.
Yeah. I mean, she always, spoke so highly because she, shot both movies in Toronto before, and I'd never been to Toronto. And then this sort of came up, and they were shooting it in Toronto as well. And we were like, I was like, yeah, I'll go. I'll come up with the kids and everything. And then we found out that the Reggie character, and at the time they hadn't cast it and stuff. And I think Kelly had just asked that, I don't think they cast it. Do you want to be in it? Maybe we do a movie together. And I was like, I don't know. Ask, see if they're interested. And they were like, yeah, sure, why not?
That's spectacular. I was just going to ask, you have never been in anything together before?
No. So we met
on set.
Yeah, on set, on a show. Okay. I was doing a TV show called Blue Mountain State up in Montreal. It was like a raunchy football comedy. Yep. And we met because, I
was guest starring on the show that he was starring in, but we also had the same acting coach back in LA.
Oh.
I called him and said,
there's this girl just booked. She's in our show, our class now. You haven't met her yet because you haven't. I was away for 3 months shooting the first 11 episodes of the series.
Yeah.
And she's like, this girl in class. She just moved up. You haven't met her. Her name's Kelly. Talk objectives. All the lingo that we have in class and all that. She's like, just take care of her and everything. I'm like, okay, cool. And we met and we were best friends and.
Yeah, we became best friends. What was the funniest part of when we met was he knocked on my trailer door and he said, yeah, Ivana told me to come introduce myself and we should talk about the scenes and talk about all that stuff. And we were in conversation and he said at some point in the conversation, he said, my brother Adam. And I said, my brother's name is Adam.
Yeah.
What's your mom's name? And he said, Susie.
Susan.
And I go, or Susan. And I said, my mom's name is Susie. And I said, wait, what's your dad's name? And he's like, Don. And I was like, okay, good. We're okay. We're not related.
We're okay.
But it's kind of for me at that moment, I was like, okay, this person is probably supposed to be in my life for a reason. There was something about that just made me go, okay, that's weird.
It's such a weird coincidence because even now her sister too is married to, her brother's name is Adam. My brother's name is Adam. Her sister's married to an Adam.
Oh,
yeah, it's really weird.
Write the script for this movie. We're like, let's make this happen.
It's really confusing for our kids because
Susie's
our daughter Everly, we're always like Uncle Adam, and she always says she's only 3, and she's like, which one? There's Hawaii, there's Canada, there's two in Canada.
Yeah. It's like that's a Christmas movie right there. Yeah. Susie and Adam go to Christmas.
It's like a whole family.
Andrew, if you're listening.
And she's like, it's brilliant. It's brilliant.
Because he's still in the comments.
Yeah. But yeah, so we met on there's a TV show, and then obviously I was on Bold and the Beautiful too, and she did a couple of guest star episodes, and had a recurring on the show.
Because I had started on Young and the Restless, which is
CBS's
right.
So
it was kind of, then I started recurring on Bold, and so we've worked together. Long story short, we've worked together a bunch.
A couple of times, but it hasn't been in a while. Yeah. So.
And we haven't played love interest since Blue Mountain State. So Blue Mountain State was the show we met on. And then on Bold and Beautiful, I was with someone else, and he was with someone else, and so the fans were always saying for Bold and Beautiful, they were always saying, we wish that you guys would be together and play love interests. And so when this came about, we were like, oh, it's a perfect opportunity to do that and give the fans that little kind of wink and give them what they want with that. Yeah,
that's.
This is a great story.
Right? Saying, always listening and writing this down. So there we
go.
Keep writing. Just keep writing. Yeah. There's a lot of Adams and Susies, and it ends up being a whole family.
There's some corgis in there too.
There's gotta be a corgi.
Magic sweater.
Yeah.
Oh, so I heard about the magic sweater.
Oh yeah.
Let's just go here for a second. And I said, "What's this magic sweater giveaway?" And Brigitte let me know last night, and I had a little conversation with Kevin, and I said, "Do you mind if I share this?" This is for everybody watching. You guys, do you want to say for new people watching what the giveaway is?
Yeah, go ahead, Julie.
So the giveaway is of the magic sweater giveaway. In fact, that will be the hashtag along with the Art of Christmas. And you will live tweet during the movie, The Art of Christmas, using those 2 hashtags, and you can win the magic sweater. And the magic sweater is the sweater Kevin wears in A Very Corgi Christmas. And then it's worn by like 5 other people besides. And then Andrew has banned the sweater. Brigitte keeps taking it back out, but it's been banned. I don't know if you know this, Kelly, but there are about 500 gifts between you and Kevin in the magic sweater available in your.
I did not know that. That's
if you type in A Very Corgi Christmas, whatever you're tweeting, you can find so many gifts.
So I have a little treat for you guys. I have footage of Kevin modeling the sweater.
Oh, you?
Yeah. So let me show you. I don't know. Can you see that? Is the reflection really bad? We'll have to.
You might have to drop it for us too, and we can repost.
Okay, I'm going to send it to you so we can repost it. But here it is.
Yeah, there he is.
That is spectacular. Wait, we need that as part of the giveaway. Oh yeah.
That's perfect. Perfect for the giveaway.
He should be on The Price is Right.
Yeah.
He did such a great job.
Deal or no deal?
Feel free to just drop that in the comments of in a DM to us.
Can I do you right now? You're saying?
No. If you did it, I could actually get it up later.
Okay. I'll try and I'm not. I'm not.
No, just keep that later. I'll put it up later. People can come back on by. They'll come back by. This is perfect for the magic sweater giveaway. It was so funny. The reason it came about is I'm trying to remember the name of the movie that just aired, the Fall Harvest.
It was Drew Seeley, right?
Drew Seeley had the sweater on. Yeah. And so we were live tweeting the movie.
My boss's wedding.
My boss's wedding. Yeah. And I'm like, wait a minute, is that Kevin's sweater? And then Andrew and Brigitte got on right away. And then Brigitte went and put the sweater on because it was in her closet or in the room or wherever it is. And then it just kind of went from there. And then people kept noticing it became an Easter egg.
Yeah. Well, it's a funny thing too for any Corgi fans. I made a joke with Brigitte. There's my character's car from Corgi is going to be in The Art of Christmas. The car, and it's a red car, so it's very noticeable. It's very very noticeable red car. So maybe that will become a thing. And then what was the other? Oh, there's a sweater. I didn't end up wearing it in the film. I tried it on and I was going to wear it and I was like, this was my Corgi sweater, and I didn't end up wearing it. So don't worry, we're not going to see it.
We almost had a second magic sweater.
It would have been a second magic sweater. We could wear it in the next one.
You just keep it going, right?
Yeah, I have a sweater in this new movie too. So let's see. Maybe we'll do a new one.
Is it a cardigan? Because Andrew it's a cardigan style sweater, and Andrew calls them a slouch sweater, and I'm like, slouch, because they look slouchy in it.
I think mine was just a regular old pullover or something. And it has a little design on it. We were singing, right? And Joe has a funny one now. The one that he's wearing in that scene is super funny because it lights up.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get
that'll be fun. That's a good Easter egg. That's a good Easter egg.
Yeah.
And that's also the scene that Darin and I get to sing in. And for those who really want a treat, and I want to say one thing before you go to make fun of me.
No, I'm not making fun. I'm not gonna make fun.
In Corgi,
yes,
there's a moment where I step outside and I sing something. I think it was Silent Night, maybe. If Andrew's still here, he could say it. And I have a thing where I have stage fright with my voice. Like, I cannot sing in front of people. It's just a thing. He knew it. He knows it.
So here's the thing. Okay. This whole experience of shooting this movie was very interesting too. As a long story to that as well. But I got sick. I got a cold. I got the flu or whatever because our 3-year-old got the flu and sleeping in our bed while we were away. This whole experience was so crazy and chaotic, but so much fun. But it was the first time we'd traveled with the kids, first time shooting a movie together, first time getting a nanny, first time the kids were getting sick.
Chaos.
In an Airbnb. It was a whole thing with Airbnb too. It's a whole long story. But But
What do you
yeah,
think about the costuming?
yeah. But I had gotten sick. I had the flu, and
Are you
it was
making
bad.
excuses for
And
why you left? Why
my
you
voice,
threw me under the bus?
my instrument wasn't up to par.
Okay, he's what he's doing right now is he's trying to protect himself from the fact that he literally threw me under the bus. So let's go back to Corgi. I told Andrew, I said, when you hear me sing, it's gonna be like angels. Like you are never gonna hear anything more beautiful sounding. And the truth is I'm not a good singer, and that's the truth.
Yes, you are.
But so I sang that little thing, and I got through, and I was like, wasn't it like angels, Andrew? It's angels. Like angels, Kelly. I've never heard anything better. I mean, never heard anything better. I'm gonna fall asleep. Like, you know, I was like, it's gonna haunt your dreams. So then we find out we have a karaoke scene, the two of us.
Mhm.
And what it was supposed to be was a duet. We get onto set, and yes, he was sick. He was sick.
I said we should practice too, so that I could do the octave and we can sort of go through it angelically.
Right. Angelically.
Is that a word?
Yes, it is a word. However, we get onto set, and the music starts playing, and I start singing.
I said you could take the first bar.
And he leaves me hanging.
The first.
He doesn't even sing a note.
I came into the chorus. What are you talking about? You'll have to see the movie and see how much I sing. I sing a bunch.
Was there some BTS about this? Like, did somebody post it?
I think
Yeah,
I did.
yeah, I think we had something.
I think I saw that.
Yeah. So anyway,
It was fun.
I
tune
was
in to
sick,
that.
guys. I was sick.
And I will give him a pass for that because that is true. And he wasn't sleeping, and his voice was, but that doesn't mean that you give the one who can't sing the microphone.
It was beautiful.
Wait, we have clearly seen you sing also in A Very Corgi Christmas besides whatever that was, because there was the whole Polar Pete.
Polar
Oh
Pete.
yes, Polar
See?
Pete.
See?
Polar Pete.
Beautiful singing.
Hey, let me tell you, when Kevin and I were learning Polar Pete, I think I had a stomach ache from how hard we were laughing. Polar Pete, learning how to sing Polar Pete, and the cupcake, the muffin making, the cupcakes. You know the scene where we're making cupcakes.
Yep.
Probably for any, I know a lot of Corgi or Kevin fans are probably tuning in. The funniest.
See, you sounded great on the behind the scenes clip.
Oh, thanks, Tara.
See, because
Thank
you sign like an angel.
I sing like an angel. Thanks.
Yes, there you go.
Like it's like angels. It is angels. But I will say this: Andrew would never let me sound really bad. So if I really did sound horrible, he would auto.
I told him to just like put Tim McGraw and Faith Hill over us,
Yeah.
and we'd be fine.
There you go. That'd have been great. Well, you know what?
He actually has a good voice, though. He actually does. Usually.
Thank you. I was sick.
So, but you're a singer, and Kevin also is a singer, but yet Polar Pete.
Polar Pete was pretty. Polar Pete was pretty.
Polar Pete was
Hilarious.
Yeah.
It's pretty iconic. But it's always kind of funny because Kevin does have that crazy good voice, but yet you get Polar Pete. So.
And the dance. Don't forget the dance. The Polar Pete
for
dance.
sure. People are all in. So you got to singing. You get to do a little karaoke. So that's kind of fun. How was that having kids on set and both being in the film? Like, we're just gonna do that life balance thing. Because there's a lot of parents that are in the same boat.
Well, I'm still breastfeeding, and it was definitely challenging.
Yeah.
The first one back, I would say, they made it so accommodating.
Yeah.
So it was like
Andrew,
that part was
Brigitte,
perfect.
Patrick, everybody was just amazing, and they were so helpful and accommodating, and everybody it was just perfect.
They made it so easy for me to be able to take the breaks that I need to go feed my baby, and she was on set with us, and we had Everly, our older one, on set as well, not on set but around, so they didn't really feel like, oh, mom and dad are gone all of a sudden all day every day. So
yeah, we were back and forth to the trailer all the time, checking in. You want a snack? Blah, 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 and everybody kept coming up to us too. Do you need anything? Are the kids good? Everybody good? It was really great, but it was definitely
the challenging part. The challenging part I'll say is So the last movie that I did with them was when I was pregnant with Everly, and it would be, you know, these 14-hour days or 12-hour days or whatever it was, and then I would go home at the end of the night and take a shower, eat something, learn my lines for the next day, and go to sleep. When you have children, when work ends, it's dinner, bath, doing everything, making sure they go to sleep. And they don't want to go to sleep because they're on a different time zone and everything's chaotic. And when do we learn our lines? And then we have to get up and breastfeed and take care of the kids. It's like there's notes and you don't have that shut off moment, like right? Where it's like you can focus on the work.
Right.
So that was definitely, I would say, the challenging part.
Yeah, and you know, it was fish out of water for them too. You know, it's different time zone, different.
And post-pandemic. Your kids hadn't been anywhere, right? Because pandemic.
Never. Like they've been all Everly News, this, you know, our house, and that was it. And to be like, oh, well, we're traveling somewhere, first time on a plane. She'd never been on a plane before. They were actually terrific.
They were
on the plane. Actually, we even like people around us and the stewardesses came up to us and going, "Your kid said please and thank you."
Yep.
And that said no thank you and like I'm done, I'm finished, thank you so much, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, she's 3 and we're like, what?
And our baby slept, the little one slept the whole time both ways. Like we got really lucky with them, given that it was their first flight. We got so lucky.
Was the way home just as easy?
Easier. Absolutely. Yeah.
No, people were afraid when we got on the plane. Actually, on the way back,
so late.
We were so late because of everything.
Everybody's like, nope. Stay late.
We were getting dirty looks. So we got on the plane and we were late because we got stuck in customs. And we get on, we have our kids, and we're trying to like unload everything. And people are sort of like giving us dirty looks, like, oh great, here's the family with the kids and this.
Home Alone kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's the late Home Alone chaos. That is what it was. And they were looking at it like, oh, here we go.
Where you forget one kid?
And then and then we landed, and Gemma, she was on my lap, and she was sort of like peeking over, and she was sort of like playing peekaboo with somebody behind. And I looked, and she said, and there was a woman, and then sort of like like maybe a 20-year-old guy. And the woman said, wow, we had no idea there was a baby on this flight. And then all of a sudden, all the like everybody started tuning it. Like,
we were super afraid that you were going to be like a nightmare. And we were like, oh, thank you. I think. But
they were like, the kids were great. So,
but you know, all in all, it was all new experience. It was different fish out of water. They didn't know what was going on, you know, and for a 3-year-old, she didn't know how to sort of express her feelings, and it was like trying to navigate that as well as week. And the only days that were really hard because when she had to work, I was there with the kids and with the nanny, and then you know when I had to work, she was there with the kids and the nanny. We were both working, and you know, we had the nanny in the trailer, so it was.
But the kids, up until that point, we'd never had they hadn't had a nanny. Because luckily, you know, we were able to be there with her the whole time. So, so I think the sort of the shock of, oh, mom and dad are working, we're in a trailer with someone new. You know, it was sort of it was a lot of firsts. So a lot of things that we were trying to navigate during the whole thing.
Yeah, and for some kids, that's very hard to navigate. Yep.
Yeah. So, you know, I think it's something though that a lot of working families can relate to that went through the pandemic. They were working from home and then now they're going back to work too. And a lot of people had to navigate those exact same paths. And then the working not normal hours too, or under normal places. It's something a lot of people work through, those who work in you know, like fire, police, healthcare. There's a wide variety of people that work non-traditional hours, including the film industry, theater, you know, all kinds of people. And it's a different navigation when you work weird hours too.
Yeah, it's not a 9 to 5. Yeah, you know, that's what's difficult about it sometimes. But they did really well. It was great.
And they adapt, you know, and like I said, like we said, you know, I don't know that for the first one out, with all the things that we learned on this one. We couldn't have done it with anyone else. You know, they're like family to us.
Yeah, Andrew and Brigitte.
The way and Patrick. I mean, just the way they did everything made it so as seamless as it possibly could be. Yeah. So we were very lucky.
That's amazing.
When did you learn lines then?
On set. That's where the
2
soap
in the
training.
morning, or the soap training.
That's where the soap training. We would get home and we would sort of like, I'd be pumping and I'd be downstairs and learning my lines, and then I'd run lines with him. He's a little better. He can learn lines much quicker than I can.
Yeah.
But that's where soap training, I think, really comes in handy, is when you're learning that much dialogue every single day, that muscle just is trained.
Oh yeah. You're on a soap, you're shooting 80 to 100 pages a day.
Okay, that's like a whole movie, right? 100 and
what I'm saying. It's a whole, this movie was 90 pages. So it was like, shooting the whole movie like at one time. But yeah, it's a muscle, and you do it, and your memorization skills and just, finding a way to make it connect in your head and faster, it just kind of comes, you work it, and then you get it. But
yeah, he's really good. He's really good at
cold breathing.
I mean, he can look at something and he knows it. I need preparation. I need time. Even on the soap, we would laugh because on the soap he could look at his lines that morning and be great. I need a week. Usually I'm like, because we just work very differently. Sorry, I just saw Andrew's comment that I was singing "Deck the Halls" in Cordy.
Right.
Oh, right. I see that.
Just saw
Singing "Deck the Halls" in Cordy. That's what you were singing. I remember. He's outside of Polar Pete.
Yes, Polar Pete.
But anyway. Like The Bold and the Beautiful, like Darin, you have I was looking up like 1,070 some episodes on The Bold and Beautiful.
Yeah.
That's a lot of working out your brain.
Yeah, I mean, I've been there for 9 years, and it was an amazing, it's an amazing show. It's been going for 40 something years now, and like that's a testament right there. 40 years plus years of a show. That's wow, man. And I've been lucky to be there for 9 of them, and we had a great experience there, and a blast. I mean, we traveled a lot and did a lot of things. I think it's one of the only shows that kind of travels places and shoots, because Brad Bell is so great, and he loves traveling, he loves seeing the world, and he tries to find a way for us to be able to shoot on location, which other soaps don't get to do, and it's because of the big international following of The Bold and Beautiful too. I think it's like in 100 different countries around the world.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, it's insane. But
That's insane.
Yeah, we shot in Amsterdam and Paris and Monte Carlo, and other people have shot in South Africa and Australia and Cabo, and it's really kind of fun. So it's a great show. So
yeah,
it sounds fun. Was it difficult for you to switch kind of over to filming a rom-com, because you're so used to being fast paced?
No, I like comedy. Comedy comes easy to me, and they're always just like, you should do comedy. I'm like, I want to do like a detective murder mystery thing. And I'm like, just
let's rate it. Just tell him.
Yeah.
Just tell him.
Yeah, Hallmark murder mysteries or whatever they're doing. I don't know. But
they have a whole channel for it. Yeah.
That what? Sorry.
They have a whole channel for it.
That's what I'm saying. I just found out about it the other day, so I was like, whoa, okay. But yeah, I mean, everybody says do comedy, and I'm like, all right, I can do that.
He's just so good at it. He really is. He does have that really natural comedic timing.
I like making fun of myself.
Yeah.
It's a good thing to have.
Self-deprecation's always good.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. With the way we shoot these Christmas movies too, we shoot so much in such a short period of time.
It's also very fast.
So it does come in really handy to have that kind of way of working to be able to move quickly and make the days and get it done really as quickly as we do with these movies. Yeah.
And Andrew and Brigitte, that's just sort of, they have this well-oiled machine of people that they've used for years and years and years, and they're just so great. And everybody's so cool. It's one big family, and it all just works well together. Yeah. So I think we shot the movie in 2.5 weeks or something. Well,
we got shot out. Yeah,
we got shot out. They only had a couple days after.
Yeah.
2.5 weeks.
That's unheard of. Like, for anyone who doesn't understand how it works behind the scenes, that is unheard of to do for a full feature film.
Yeah.
Truly.
Yeah, no, that the time frames are a little crazy. It's like does nobody sleep? You just
24 hours a day.
Shoot. Yeah.
Lillian has a fun question. She wants to know, do you watch your performances in movies or other projects you were in, or do you film them and then
walk away?
That's a great question. I'll take it first. I like to watch. I love to see how everything came together. I love to see, and if it's something that I'm really proud of, then I'll watch it with other people, and But if it's something that I'm like, then if the other people want to watch, they can watch, enjoy. But because a lot of people have a hard time watching themselves, and I like to see how everything sort of came together. I get really excited to see that.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I like watching the performances to see like what worked and what didn't, and as an actor and anybody I think in this industry or any industry, like you can always like learn something. You can never stop learning. Right. That's my advice to people, I think, is getting in this business is don't think that you know everything. You don't, and you can always do better. You can always do something different, or like 5 years from now you watch an old movie you're in and you're like, I could have done that. I have like a better idea now, and like for the next movie you can try it. I like trying to learn from it. And
it's always interesting to see when you do multiple takes or you try things different ways, which one they went with. When the music is in there, it changed the whole feel of it. It's just it's really fun because you put your blood, sweat, and tears into the project, and you become like family with whatever you're working on. So when it all comes together, it's sort of like that really proud moment of this is it's a baby that you birthed, right?
Yeah.
I love that. We get a lot of people telling us that they don't like to watch back, so I think it's a lot of fun that both of you like to, and you take from it and learn from it.
I want to add something to that because I don't know if he wasn't my partner. I don't know if it would be the same way, because let me go a step further with it. Mm-hmm. We work together on everything, right? So we have the same way that we break down scripts. We had the same acting coach. So we have the same approach to the work. So when we watch our performances, we always watch them together, mm-hmm. and we always give each other feedback. So it's not always like, oh, wow, what a great, it's like, I liked it, but you could have, like, he'll say to me, I wish you would have, gone a little further with this, or mm-hmm. you could have done this, or, and we critique it in a positive way.
Yeah. But we know when each other are phoning it in. So like when we're doing auditions for stuff, like I'm filming an audition for her, or she's filming an audition for me. Yeah. We always call each other on our stuff. We're like, come on, you can do better. Yeah. We know when you're phoning it. And sometimes, it's hard because, with the kids, and you got to get an audition out, and you got to learn your line. Like you said, sometimes sometimes we cheat the performance a little. It's like, okay, well, at least we have a partner that will tell us like, okay, try one more time because I think you can do a little better. And then you do it, and then you're like, see? And you're like, you're right.
So I don't know, like to go back to that, to a lot of people who don't like to watch their performances, because generally I would say, I don't remember how it was before we were together. We've been together so long.
Forever.
but we look at it as also a way to like keep growing and keep learning. And yeah.
No, I love that. And that you use each thing to like evaluate and give, and it's like not positive or negative, but actual like evaluation of what you're doing, like how to be better, or how to grow in what you're doing, and that you can trust each other. I just that you can trust each other's feedback, right?
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's gonna keep you moving. Lifetime learning is like one of my favorite things, and I get to teach at my job, and so I love that you have lifetime learning as part of the things that you love doing.
Yeah. We love it. We love just in everything, and parenting, and just working on
that's a lifetime.
New age, you have to learn.
Never stop learning.
Yeah. Also, you never stop parenting, just so you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, my kids are in their 20s, and the parenting is different, but you're still parenting, right?
Do you ever sleep again? That's the
question. I had some real rough years there where sleep was not happening. I worked weird hours and nursing 3 kids in 3.5 years. So that was, that was bumpy, but we had good travelers too, and so that's like fun. So now your kids travel, and then it's like, they were what, an infant and a 3-year-old. I'm going to tell you, like 3, 5, 7, you all of a sudden you're like, not only can we travel, this is like fun. And then when they're elementary school age, that was like, let's go do something. Our kids literally asked us once, can we go to the Black Hills again? Sure.
Yeah.
Let me fill up, make some reservations, and let's go. And we just hopped in because we had good travelers. So I'm wishing that for you too. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Kids that age. So
Yeah.
And I've always been a traveler. Like my mom was a flight attendant for TWA, and
TWA.
Yeah, TWA, right? She's but we
cool with that.
Yeah, but we, I'm from Hawaii, born and raised, so it's like, I had a lot of friends that had never left the island, never seen snow. They were like, we're in paradise. What more do you need? But my mom was always like, there's more out there. We got to go. We got to do this. So we took trips to France and Switzerland and snowboarding in Switzerland and Italy and stuff like that, because she had the passes from TWA and United or whatever when they bought them out. And then when we met, we traveled a bunch too, because I was like, you got to get out. I said, you never been to Paris, but you lived in Montreal and you speak French? What?
It was our first trip we went to Paris. And then we got engaged there because of Bold and Beautiful.
Yeah. There's a lot to unpack here.
That's fun.
That's really good. Yeah. And my kids are mostly bad travelers, so.
Your kids are? Is that what you said?
Mostly bad travelers.
Yeah. Oh, really? Well, solo trips, right? You got to go.
Yeah.
Which we're doing. We're leaving tomorrow.
Good.
So we don't live in the same states. We're going to Rama Drama tomorrow. So
Chicago.
Yeah, in Chicago. So we're like half a country apart.
Where
are you guys? Yeah.
So I'm in Rhode Island.
Okay.
And I'm in Minnesota.
Yep.
And where are you guys at?
We're in Los Angeles.
Yeah. So we're heading to Chicago tomorrow. So and she's leaving without her children. So
how old are your children?
Okay, I have a 12-year-old, a 9.5, and a 5-year-old. But yes.
They're fine. They're self-efficient.
Yeah.
She's like,
that's what my husband thinks. But he's not really.
Wow.
No, they'll be great. They'll have more fun with me not home. So
you both have 3 kids.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
Amazing.
But mine are older. So yeah. I'm sitting in my daughter's abandoned bedroom. So
I'll send Julie a text and be like, my little one, he's 5, but he was up all night. And she's like, yeah, I was texting one of my 20-year-olds all night long.
It never leaves. And then you also get the, I have a sick, kid in the middle of the night text too, or I'm so sick in the middle of the night. That's why I'm like, the parenting never
doesn't.
in the emergency room.
So you really never do sleep again, ever.
Right.
This is true, because there was one day she was like, I was up all night, and I'm like, same. Same. I keep weird hours though too, because I work weird hours. So and you just you roll with it. But it's fun, and your kids, they get to understand like how you work. They'll get it. As much as people are like yes or no, or it has to be this way or another way, it doesn't have to be. Like you'll set up what you do for your family and what works for that, and they'll roll with it. The kids are great.
They're adaptable.
Mm-hmm.
They really are. And it's kind of fun because you guys also have time off in between projects, right?
Yeah.
So you have periods where you're just home, right?
Oh yeah, and since the pandemic, I feel like it's been a lot more, but like,
when I'm not working as an actress, I have a lot of, I have my essential oil business, and I have a lot of social media work, and I work with Amazon. So I work out of my house, which is amazing. So I can work and then be with my kids, and I love that. But it just I don't ever get a break.
So you have some really fun stuff on your social media, your essential oil business. So tell people where they can find that and how they can get it.
So it's Madison Charles Oils. They're actually
right up there.
They're great stock. I'm like trying to lean so you guys can
see.
Yeah. Great gift ideas. Sorry. Yeah. Great stocking stuffers. Everything is organic, therapeutic. All the oils are really, really the highest grade you can get. Andrew saying Brigitte swears by those essential oils. I can't even express to you. To give you an example, even like during Corgi, when I was filming that, I was pregnant, and I usually can't sleep properly when I'm working because it's all the and we have a sleepy roller. It's our number one seller. If it wasn't for that, especially being pregnant, you don't really sleep. You have all the hormones and the nerves, and it just best night's sleep. I swear by this. It helps with anxiety. It helps just in general, just calm you down, fall asleep faster, stay asleep longer. But the reason I launched them, there's literally an oil for everything. And if you're someone who likes perfume and you want to just have a roller on you, they smell amazing, but they also all do something. So this one boosts your immune system, and this one is if you have anxiety, so there's something but it's also just a great smelling, non-toxic perfume. And I launched.
Well, you started also because you've been allergic to a lot of like fragrances and scents, and like
we struggle with that at our house also.
I have to share a story with you because this is so just why it represents everything as to why I made this line available to everybody. I have severe allergies to fragrance. I always have. I get itchy. I get headaches. It's terrible. And
if somebody has any kind of strong scent, a lot of people have lavender scent, or like their laundry detergent's really strong. I just don't think they're good. Like that, it's too strong. It's not good for you, Yeah.
So when I was trying to get pregnant with our first, I had learned what our beauty products and synthetic fragrance does to your endocrine system and how it can affect all kinds of things like fertility and just your overall health. And I started sort of going down the rabbit hole, and I had been using these oils, making my friends rollers, and I'd been using them for years before especially like the glow serum on my face, which helped clear out my acne and helped with hyperpigmentation and all kinds of things. I learned about it, and I said, you know what, I need to make this available to people. They need, there's his brother came to visit once and was having severe allergies, and I just threw
the dogs.
He was allergic to our dogs, and I threw a couple of things together, and I had him roll it on all over himself. And 5 minutes later, I said, so how
5 minutes later, he was playing with the dogs.
Yeah, and he was like, oh wow,
she was like, how you feeling?
Or his dad had joint. It was things like that where helping with joint pain or
sleepy. Andrew saying Brigitte loves sleepy time, and it really does. Like people like use the sleepy, and it like knock you out.
And Tara saying, I love the oils. They have been a game changer for me in so many ways. They really do. Thanks, Tara. They really do make such a huge difference. So, but I have to share that our nanny, we now have a nanny
here. Yes.
She was she was coming over, and she was picking up the kids, and I would pick them up, and I started getting such a headache, and I said, what is that scent? And I know she's very natural. She's very much aligned with what we're aligned with. And I said to her after a couple of days, I started getting these really, really bad headaches. And I said, are you wearing perfume? And she said, oh, it's just a light spray, but I won't wear it anymore. I said, okay, great. Because I was really struggling, and I didn't want to say anything. It was sort of uncomfortable. Yeah. And so a couple of days ago, the smell was back. And I said, I don't know what to do. My head is throbbing, but I know she's not wearing the perfume. And anyway, we were trying to figure out, and it turned out it was a hand lotion that she had in her pocket. And every time she washed her hands, she would put the lotion on. And so then it would get on the kids and get on and we finally figured it out. And I looked at the ingredients. Yeah. It was a clean lotion that was scented with frankincense and myrrh and some like essential oils that we use. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But it went to prove my point in that even though something says here are essential oils and this is clean, does not mean that it is. It can be filled with all kinds of fragrances that can trigger allergies and all kinds of headaches.
Very much speaking my language.
Yeah. Even in natural things, like people are allergic to natural things. So within those things, I mean, that's why people have seasonal allergies. Those things are natural,
right?
But they give off a protein. So it's like sometimes a lot of people struggle in the cosmetic and lotion, all that industry, hair care products and stuff, because you can't actually figure out what the one thing it is that is making you react, right? And so you kind of have to eliminate products. And even when you're looking at the labels, sometimes you can't figure it out. We struggle with that at our house.
Yeah.
And sometimes we find this like random, like happy place of not expensive products and not cheap products, just because they probably don't use whatever it is that we're allergic to that we can't figure out. And so even if it's all natural and it's a clean product, like people are allergic to flowers and grass and tree pollen. And so
I also think that there's a way with certain products that companies can get away with adding things that are under the umbrella of natural, but they're not really,
Well, isn't it one of the industries though too that isn't as sort of watchdog regulated?
It's not regulated at all.
That's what I'm saying.
They make claims that aren't true at all. We struggle with this because we get kids coming in with severe allergic reactions that require significant intervention, and sometimes we tell the families, we're like, you actually may not actually know. We may never figure out what was in that. You can know it's not that, but it's hard to look for it in another product.
Well, on that point too, I'm sure you knew about the situation with the DEET in the bug spray with kids, where kids were reacting to the DEET and having really ending up in the hospital. That's why. So we have we have this Buzz Off that's all essential oil, no chemicals, so that kids can use something to repel bugs without the chemical that was putting kids in the hospital.
Yeah.
Really, So and the thing about this line too is that each oil is handmade with love. So we're not in a factory where it's just everything is like so exactly to the drop made. And so you know what you're getting when you're ordering these products. There's no sticky fillers or any of those ingredients that are, if you're questionable. It's completely simple, seed to seal, and that's why I'm so proud of it, because it's like Tara was saying, we have so many people who it just changed their lives.
Yeah, we have a friend too that was he was taking stuff to help him sleep, like medication to sleep, and he tried the Sleepy and doesn't need the medication anymore.
It's great. Do you guys have a peppermint oil as part of your?
We do.
So,
actually, the Breathe oil that I was talking about for the allergies. We have peppermint in a bunch of the oils. So all of them are blends, but the Just Breathe is peppermint, lavender, and lemon. And that also, if you have headaches or you get nausea or that peppermint is.
So peppermint is actually proven for nausea, and we outright use it straight up on cotton balls for nausea, including chemotherapy-induced nausea. It's one more piece to the puzzle. So
Julie works in a children's hospital. I don't think she.
No, I didn't know that. That's amazing.
She works in the pediatric ICU.
Oh, I had no idea. I knew you worked in the medical field in some way. Because but I didn't realize it was in pediatrics.
Yeah,
at a children's hospital. But we outright use peppermint oil. So peppermint actually has a pretty good some evidence-based medicine associated with it. We of course use other things. We're talking about chemotherapy here. This is things that need to be overwritten by, even with medications, the kids struggle. But peppermint is used for nausea. It's safe to use in pregnancy nausea, and can be rolled on, and we even put it on cotton balls in a baggie for the kids, because the smelling of peppermint settles. It's why peppermint candies also work too. So if it has real peppermint in it, it will actually help. So that's why I'm like, do you have peppermint in yours? Because so that nausea associated with pregnancies and nausea for other things it can help with. I mean, if you have a viral illness, you're running that through, that's going to run its course, but can help a bit. But for other things, the generalized nausea or pregnancy, it's very safe. We use it all the time with our kids. We have specialists that come through and help with additional medication, non-drug therapies for our kids' comfort. And so peppermint is very high on the list. We have a lot of post-op and a lot of that kind of stuff.
That's amazing.
Yeah, the Breathe is so great. Actually, it's so interesting because I did have someone write me asking, they were going through chemo and they were asking what would help with nausea, and that's exactly the one that I recommended, because during pregnancy I remember just holding that in front of my face.
Exactly what our kids do.
So much. Yeah.
Yeah. There's the peppermint oil in that. And there's actually quite a bit of evidence-based medicine with that. So, so things to file away, and you keep recommending that one. That's perfect. That's perfect.
So this is the Madison Charles oils.
And
her line.
people can find it at just kellykrugerbrooks.com. And we're about to rebrand and revamp. So that's going to be in the new year, but we have tons of sales and promos going. And, if people are in Canada, they get free shipping with 5 oils or more, and 5 oils get you a discount. So there's all kinds of really great things on the site. And what were you saying that the breathe oil?
Well, Tara said that she was using the breathe oil and it was fantastic for headaches when she got COVID earlier this month. She had worse sinus pressure.
Yeah,
and the
breathe helped on her temples. So
some of those things also help with like vasoconstriction. So in the sinuses, that's why that decreases that. And then decreases the headaches. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So, especially a lot of medicines are hard. I'm actually a critical care pharmacist. A lot of medications are very drying and are actually hard to take chronically. And so you're looking for something long-term, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. That's why it's always great to go natural first when you can. And, there's always,
also kids, medicines aren't even recommended for young children. So I'll advocate for that right now.
Right.
So cold medicines are not even recommended for young children for their colds. And we are in the worst cold season in more than a century. So, which I'm sure you guys are well aware of.
There's a lot going on, man. We got a lot going on in the world.
People can keep their kids well. Like they just literally can't. All of North America can't. So, so that's awesome. So we can find that on your website.
So it's just www.kellykrugerbrooks.com.
3 W's.
3 W's. kellykrugerbrooks.com.
3, not 4. Yeah.
Perfect. There's also a link in your Instagram bio, right?
There is, sure. Yeah. So my Instagram's at Kelly L. Kruger, and in the bio there's a link to my oils, Amazon, all the things.
All the things.
My site. Yeah.
And then we'll have a link for the movie or Blitz, all that stuff coming out too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So on the movie, right?
Sorry.
So far, nobody's got on to say the
date.
We
do. Very
easily. That's our downfall. We're gonna live tweet. We're gonna go live on Instagram. We're gonna do everything live with the fans on the air date. So
so you're gonna tweet live too. We'll be there tweeting away.
Yeah.
You got to use the hashtag The Art of Christmas, right?
Yeah.
Both of you are on Twitter. I found you easily there. Darin Brooks and Kelly Kruger. You're under Kelly Kruger on Twitter.
I think it's
add in. Wait, what's our hashtag for the Magic Christmas sweater? It's
hashtag Magic Christmas, isn't it? Magic sweater giveaway.
The Magic sweater.
Yeah.
Or no, the Magic. No, what is it? Magic sweater giveaway.
Magic sweater giveaway. Yes.
Yeah, I think I remember something like giveaway.
I have it right here written down. Magic sweater giveaway.
Magic sweater giveaway. I wrote it down in the question. Hashtag The Art of Christmas and hashtag Magic sweater giveaway.
Here, yeah. Hashtag The Art of Christmas and hashtag Magic sweater giveaway.
Yeah. Andrew's got it down. Good.
Thank you, Andrew. Thank you. And then we'll be live tweeting. We'll promote also live tweeting. So to get the sweater given away. We're gonna have to figure out a way to get that video. So
I'll just send it to you. I'll DM it to you right now, so you guys can have it and you can post it. I already checked with Kevin; he's totally fine with it. He spoke very highly of you both, and I told him we were doing this, and he said absolutely, totally fine.
And then just so you know, when you're ever tweeting, there are so many corgi gifts out there.
I'm so excited.
Yep. Just if you use a very corgi Christmas, all one word, no spaces. When you're in tenor, you'll find a bunch of them.
So wait, did I see is the Christmas emergency on there? It's a Christmas emergency. Andrew, is that where we got it from? You still on here? We laughed harder than we've ever laughed with that. Here's the thing: when you watch Art of Christmas, I'm excited to see it live too. so we can see we have so much fun on set. So when things sort of like, when we watch it and we know what the story is behind having to shoot that, he said the Christmas emergency. It's really fun. And so I think everyone, to come tune in and tweet with us. We might even do the PJs where we're all going to try and wear the same PJs.
Post pictures. This will be fun.
What we really want to do is get everybody who's watching to be in matching PJs.
Yeah.
Well, we can do some PJs.
Me, us, Brigitte, Joe, and Andrew. I think we're all going to have matching PJs. But what we really want is for everybody who's watching to be in the same matching PJs. So that's what we're trying to.
Now the movie got pushed up.
Nobody got pushed up all the way to like a week from Friday.
Well, it'll have to be something on Amazon.
Yeah.
Well, we were actually thinking of maybe doing an Amazon Live where we can put the PJs in the carousel and everybody can come. Andrew's like, whoa, don't put me in this. He's like, I'm not wearing the PJs.
Oh, wait, no. Andrew's gonna wear the PJs and the sweater.
The PJs and the sweater.
Yeah. Because he wore the sweater for their podcast the other day, which is perfect. I kind of feel like the sweater needs to become a traveling sweater though, a little bit. Like
yeah. Saying matching PJs would be so fun. I think that we should do an Amazon Live and everyone should come and we should get all matching PJs and then we all take selfies of, everybody watching at home and we're all in this together, one big happy family watching The Art of Christmas.
Yeah.
That would be super fun. You gotta post Andrew, let's get him in PJs and the sweater. He'll be having fun.
I need to do a giveaway.
Somebody's saying bundled.
Andrew's gonna need a drink.
That's a really good idea. Yeah.
That's a fun idea, Stephanie.
Bundle the PJs and the oils, Stephanie.
Great idea.
Yeah, let's go. Make that happen.
Yeah.
Well, this is so much fun. It'll be fun to live tweet with having you live tweet. I'm sure Andrew and Brigitte will be live tweeting also. They're good tweeters. So.
Andrew's still speaking to us after this.
Yeah, he's probably like,
why are you committing to wearing PJs?
What did you just do?
Made things a little more complicated, but more fun.
The sweater and the plaid pajamas.
It's controlled chaos, right?
Yeah, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep, Lillian says she'll be there, tuning in, tweeting. So it's actually airing a week from Friday, 7 Central on Great American Family. So GAF, and it's called The Art of Christmas.
Yes.
You're going to hashtag that, and you're going to hashtag the magic sweater giveaway. Sweater too. Let's see if we can get them all trending. Let's get all of it trending.
Yeah, let's do it.
I think we should make a Reggie hashtag.
Reggie.
Reggie is crazy.
Well, what's it called when people ship somebody?
Oh yeah.
What's your
so my character is Britt and your character is Reggie. So
Reggie.
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 Yes to the traveling sweater. Sisterhood of the traveling sweater. I feel like I want the sweater to go to Sarah just because she's like not very tall, and I feel like she'd be like covered in the sweater.
I love that this sweater became a thing because before it was even a thing, the reason why I have this footage is because we were like, this is such a great sweater, such a great Christmas sweater. And it's just, I just love that this has become such a big thing.
Even though Andrew's banned it forever.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't blame him.
Easter egg.
What?
It turned into an Easter egg. We kept finding it.
Yeah.
He's happy to be getting rid of it. It's
just
like, they give it to somebody who wants it. Like, get it out there.
It is a great sweater though. Like it's great because it's like perfectly noticeable yet neutral.
Yeah.
He said banned.
I think it's a nice sweater. It looks all right. It's cool.
I'm gonna miss it. I'm gonna miss seeing it in all the movies though.
Maybe we could bring it on set secretly. The next time we make a film for
I said if I win it, I'm gonna send it back
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just for shooting day, and then we'll send it back.
Right. Well,
You can hold on to it. And
I
then
don't. I mean, I don't need it.
Or the
Yeah.
next movie we do, we don't tell him, and we just show up on set.
Yeah.
with the sweater.
We just show up on set that day
Just
wearing
yeah,
sweaters.
It needs to happen. It needs to happen for sure.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah. Yes. Super fun. Okay.
Yeah.
We're at
Yeah. We're at the
Well,
end. So thank you both for being here. You're lovely. We had a
Yeah.
lot of fun talking with you. And I think you'll get a good turnout for this movie.
We hope so.
Yeah.
We're so proud of it, and everyone just worked so hard on it. And I think it's everything about Christmas that we love, and it's just gonna make you feel good, and everybody's really good in it. And I just think it's a great date night idea.
Yeah.
Grab your kids. That's the other amazing thing is
Right.
kids can watch these movies.
Yeah.
right.
Drink hot chocolate, snuggle up, and get ready. Get excited for Christmas to actually come.
And wear your PJs.
And
Wear your PJs.
Yeah. We'll be watching your Instagram for
Yes.
when yet.
Yes,
Right.
I really do.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much. Hang out for 1 second. We'll end the live and say goodbye off screen. So thank
Okay.
you everybody
Sure.
for watching.
Thanks,
Bye,
guys.
everyone.